we're going to jump into our first panel. It's going to be led by, again, like I mentioned earlier, the Breakthrough Alliance Europe chairman, Laurent van Lerberghe, and he's going to be talking with an extraordinary duo who are helping lead the way for digital health transformation in Europe from the company Malo. And I'll hand it over to you, Laurent. It's all yours.
Yes, thank you very much, Stan. Wow, quite an agenda. Really excited to start the year here with this session. Actually, for everyone, you really need to see this. I mean, that's why we start. I mean, we put Florian and Madhu in this first session. You need to see this, Malo, the super family app. They are building it, but you'll see where they are actually already with some big impact. It's one of the few actually that managed to follow, detect, and act actually on the health. They have actually 200,000 families connected in France, about 25% of all births in France. So it's a pretty huge coverage. They also have some very clear clinical data on the impact they can have on vaccination and postpartum depression. And they will continue with actually the different disease and health topics that you have to manage when you have children, and of course when they grow from 0 to 8, and why we present them to you. Obviously, a great achievement, but they are now getting on their international expansion. So it's really the right time for you to see that, and you will see a big momentum getting to probably UK and US this year very soon. So I'm passing the word to Flora and Madhu, and the last thing that is great in there is that you will see this duo. I think that's really what makes the company run. As you know, you need to be two legs to really run fast. So you will see that it's a fantastic duo that I'm very glad to be working with. So on this, give you the word, Florian, Madhu. Thanks.
Yep. So hello, and thanks Laurent and HITLAB for having us. You're starting your day. It's 5 p.m. here in Paris, and I'm proud to speak here. So I'm Flo Le Goff. I'm a medtech entrepreneur. In 2009, and I launched the first online EHR for family physicians in Europe. It is now used by 1/3 of physicians. And after that, I built the first patient-reported outcomes platform in oncology in Europe, and we demonstrated an overall survival improvement in 2015. And now I'm here to speak about a different topic. At the JP Morgan conference, AI, biotech, and M&A topics took the center stage. And we learned that 2025 was going to be a crucial year. But one topic missed, I think, from the conference, it was family health. Why? Because in family health, small change can drive massive impact. It will improve health span, it will lower cost of care, it will bring better life for toddlers, and better life for toddlers means better life for parents as well. So this is why I'm here with Madhu, to change the conversation and to make evidence-based digital family health a priority. So Madhu, I will let you introduce yourself.
Everyone, very quickly, I'm Madhu Desbois. I have a medical background, but I wanted to create a more significant impact in healthcare. So in 2015, I launched my first company in telehealth platform that serves 20 million users in France, recruiting 300 doctors, and became profitable in just 4 years. 4 years before being acquired by a major player in French healthcare industry. And today, as a CEO and partner, I drive innovation in digital health, developing data-driven solutions into Malo app that empower parents, support healthcare professionals to detect at early stage pathologies, and help pharma shape the future of preventive medicine.
So what is Malo? What is this thing that we're speaking of? So Malo is an app designed for parents who want to be confident with the health of their children. Malo gives them step-by-step, asking just a few targeted questions to create a fully personalized 100% algorithm health journey. Parents love its intuitive visual approach, which provides clear insight into their child health and concrete action that they can take immediately. We already follow 200,000 families in Malo on the French market. And we do have some clinical results already. So 92% of family who use Malo follow our health recommendation. But Malo goes further. It intelligently tracks children's health over time. We detect early signs of potential issue. You maybe already are aware of the potential of early disease screening, especially for neural development issue. And this is one of the topics that we are leader on. And we provide clear medical recommendation, but we do not replace doctors. What we do is that we generate a medical report that parents can share with healthcare professionals, and we ensure that people stay in a continuous loop and stay informed between appointments and consultation. So Malo is a product that tracks, analyzes, and helps people act on their health data with a big focus on family health. It's a powerful app with lots of clinical evidence already that brings peace of mind to French families and soon to the US market. And this is something that we are announcing today. We are planning to open the US market by the end of the year. Over the past year, we expanded Malo reach beyond children by also checking parent health. And this is where the big picture of family health gets clearer. This allows us to monitor the entire family well-being. We help parents actively and proactively maintain everyone else. Malo is already effective in detecting neurodevelopment disorder and postpartum depression. We did publish 2 papers in 2022 and 2024, and we will be happy to share the link on the chat later. And we are adding 2 new health verticals each year. So in 2025, we plan to focus on children mental health, on early detection of cancer signals on parents. Because one of the issues of being a parent, as you may be aware of, is that between 25 of age and 45, you do not have a lot of great option to take care of your own health because everyone is speaking of your children. So with Malo, we're kind of thinking differently, and we're taking care of both parents and children. What we're doing at Malo is that so we prove that we were working on our model was working on postpartum depression and toddler vaccination. We've shown that people using Malo were able to take better care of their children and to take better care of themselves. There is some results that we're going to share, and a few insights on what we're going to do is that, as I said, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to add a few health verticals each year, and our goal is quite simple. Right now, 25% of French families are using Malo. We are going to get to be close to 50% in a few months. And we're launching the US in a few months as well. And we're on track to target 1 million families in 2026. And this is some very, very interesting result because what we're currently doing on the healthcare system, our impact is quite simple. Because we are able to track so many health verticals, and because people are engaged into Malo because they just want to have, the best picture and the best understanding of their child health. They are really, really active, and we have some impressive cohort of usage in Malo. And what we are already doing is that we enable new treatment option, for instance, for postpartum depression, and we are able to, screen earlier and let people access new treatment option. And this is a game changer because there's so many topics in family health where you just need help. And you just need to be screened.
Florian, on this one, it's important for people to understand, right? It's not magic happening from the sky, but with the app from Malo, you answer a number of questions. From these ones, there is identification of a problem linked to depression. and that can identify that the mother, I would say, has this problem, and then it gets directed to a doctor. And as you know, there are treatment for postpartum depression. So it allows to, instead of having a treatment errands of the mother for some time before you get there, you actually get much faster into the treatment. And remember, 20% of the mother actually are getting into postpartum depression. So it's a huge impact and concrete aspect.
Yeah, exactly. Happy to answer a few questions. I know that the agenda for the day is quite intensive, so yeah.
Maybe Florian, if you can talk about what's next in terms of going to US and maybe fundraising.
Yeah, so just a quick word on the company. We're a seed stage company where we will start raising our Series A in a few weeks. And the US expansion is scheduled for the last quarter of 25. So in a few months, we are actively working on it. And we are also working on the Spanish market as well, Spanish speaking market as well. So everything is
So we're raising
currently
6 million for this series.
Can you talk a little bit about vaccines and the impact you get there? Also, I think it's a pretty nice one. And I take these two because it gives people an example of what you will continue to do on the other disease one by one. So maybe summarize what you have been able to achieve and publish in Nature recently.
Yeah, it might seem quite simple, but vaccination is actually a very complex issue because you need to get people on board, especially parents, and it's sometimes very, very hard to reach parents and build confidence into the product. So what Malo does is that we just target people by the age of their child and their healthcare needs, and we bring them the correct information at the right time to allow them to build their own confidence into products, which means that when people go and see their healthcare provider, they already received 2, 3, 4 times the information that vaccination was an option and how it was working and why it's going to build, it's going to have a benefit for their own children. So it brings.
And then there is another question. Sorry to interrupt you, Florian, but I think there is a question, and I think it's very important you answer. Of course, people can see this app as being just for the parent, and so you triage and so on. But what is interesting is that these service and solution, or you should even say products, see as different clients. Pharma on one side, hospital and doctor on the other, and then the parents. So maybe explain a little bit how actually each one of them can buy and actually will be a source of revenue for you.
Yeah, so there is different topics because there is a topic of the ecosystem. So you have to work with everyone. Where when you're doing healthcare, you cannot just work with patients. You have to work with patient, provider, payers, and everything. Everyone here knows that. And what we have been doing with Malo is that we have been working with the French state, private payers, and pharmaceutical companies, and everyone would just have an interest into having active, proactive parents in regard to their own child health, are contributing to the Malo model as funders, but also as a relay in order to reach more parents. This is how we're reaching 25% of new parents because everyone is working hands in hands.
Okay. No, that's great. And look, I advise everybody to obviously reach out to Florian and Madhu. Watch actually the English version of the app to come to the App Store. Actually, Malo is one of the top downloaded health app worldwide from Apple. So they are monitored directly there in the US, like every big app. So watch this coming soon to the US. And of course, a lot more development and impact. So very glad to start the year. You will see. We'll give you some news as it's developed.